Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Steph.
I'm Katie. This is little Theo. Theo. It's probably so bright. We are a married couple from Canada and we are currently road tripping around Ireland. We are in the southwest right now exploring the peninsulas. Today we are doing the Dingle Peninsula and we are going to be driving what are considered some of the scariest roads in Ireland.
But breathtaking nonetheless.
Yes, the views are going to be incredible. I'm very excited and also a little nervous to see.
You're not the one driving.
I know, but it's still scary. But it should be a lot of fun. So we're going to take the day today to explore and bring you along and show you what it's really like to explore the Dingle Peninsula.
So we are staying in a small village just north of Killarney. And we're going to make our way toward Conor Pass into Dingle that way. And then on the way back from Dingle at the end of the drive, we'll go the Inch Beach route. So we are doing 2 different routes on the way there and back just so we can see as much as possible. But of course, we're going to start it off with the famous Conor Pass, which if you've seen any videos of scary, narrow cliffside drives in Ireland, this is the one.
Yeah, it should be very interesting. And then Slea Head Drive is like a loop, a ring road on the end of the peninsula. That's another very famous route, so we're going to do that as well. Mm-hmm. So it should be very fun.
Yeah, let's get to it. Okay, we are about to drive up Conor Pass. We are at the waterfall right now, and there's a little kind of parking lot just before, and you can see up it. So it's actually really visible. So we have a really clear view of going up it, which means we can see if there's any cars coming down, because this is the stretch where it is a single lane and it's 2-way traffic. So basically they've got a pull off at the top and we've got a pull off at the bottom. So if you're going up and you see cars on, you have to stay. And then if you're coming down and you see cars coming up, then you have to stay. So we're just going to go when it's clear and yeah, do it. All right, up we go. Oh, there is a sheep.
Oh!
Please, thank you. All right, great. There's another stretch that's going up the hill here. So this part is pretty wide, which is nice. And then it probably narrows at that section as well. It looks pretty clear at the moment, so we're feeling good. Conor Pass is one of the highest mountain passes in all of Ireland, and the road is known for its very narrow sections along steep cliffs. The viewpoint at the top of the pass is one of the most famous spots along the Wild Atlantic Way, and is an absolute must-see.
Well, that was very cool. I hope the footage does it justice because in person it looked so incredible. The narrow part of Conor Pass itself really wasn't very long, so the scary part of the drive wasn't too scary. And then the viewpoints on the other side were amazing. The views were just incredible. So very, very worth it. I'm really glad we did that.
Yeah, I saw a lot of videos online ahead of this drive, and honestly, it's a lot more daunting than it seemed in person, because it kind of makes it seem like it's this huge long stretch of road when in reality it's just a small section, and
Yeah.
people do drive slowly for the most part. There were some locals going up there pretty quickly, but everyone seems to know what they're doing in terms of pulling over when there's a car coming the other way, and using those little pullouts when they have them, and kind of looking ahead to see if anyone's coming. So it really was totally fine and absolutely worth the view. So definitely recommend, even if you're feeling a little bit nervous about doing the drive itself, definitely worth it.
Yeah, it wasn't as scary as I thought, even as a passenger. Yeah, definitely highly recommend. So now we are making our way to Slea Head Drive, which is the loop, the ring road on the end of Dingle Peninsula. And then after that, we'll make our way up to the town of Dingle and then do some other spots on our way back to where we're staying, close to Killarney. So again, I don't know how we lucked out with such beautiful weather. We have another really nice day. So it's a perfect day to be doing this drive and seeing all the gorgeous views. So let's go.
Slea Head Drive is a 30-kilometer loop on the western end of the Dingle Peninsula, beginning and ending in the town of Dingle. It has many popular stops along the way and is one of Ireland's most famous scenic routes.
I feel like I just said it was a beautiful day, and then we got to our next spot and it's looking very windy. So we bundled up and we're gonna head out, and I think just leave Theo here in the car because he doesn't like the wind. And also I don't know that if you can take dogs the whole way. I'm sorry. But we just got to Dunmore Head, which is the most westerly point of Ireland and of Europe, which is very cool. It's also significant because I think they either filmed some of Star Wars here or based some of Star Wars off of here. There's some Star Wars significance. But yeah, it should be a nice hike. It's going to be really windy, I think. So wish us luck, and hopefully the views will be worth it.
Dunmore Head is one of the most well-known stops along Slea Head Drive and the Dingle Peninsula. The headland offers stunning, dramatic views of the coastline as well as the Blasket Islands. It's easy to access by car with ample free parking, and it's a short uphill hike to the top for an unforgettable experience. Another famous stop along the way is Dunquin Pier. Part of the very scenic Wild Atlantic Way, the pier is a beautiful spot for photos and definitely a must-see. The path is fairly steep, but the views are absolutely worth it. This is one of the most incredible spots in Ireland.
weather definitely took a turn.
Yes, it felt like summer this morning,
Yeah.
and now it's more like kind of winter.
Yeah. But we've been really lucky with the weather here, so I feel like this is, to
Oh
be
yeah, no
expected.
complaints. No complaints overall, that's for sure.
Yeah, but we finished Slea Head Drive, which was incredible. I'm so glad we did that. You can see why it's so iconic. And now we made it back to Dingle, which is where the loop kind of starts and ends.
Yeah.
And it's really cute here.
It is so cute. Yeah, we drove through this morning to start the drive. We thought, let's just get out there and start the loop, and then we'll come back to Dingle. And yeah, so we're back here, but we did get a little bit of a taste of it this morning when we saw all the cute, colorful buildings, and yeah.
It's adorable.
It's adorable.
Yeah, so we're going to go for a little walk. Theo's cold, I think, but he's coming along. We probably only have a couple more stops in our day, but all in all, this has been amazing.
Yeah. Okay, we got over to Inch Beach, and the drive up to it was absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
Getting down here, it is gorgeous. It's huge.
It's so big.
It's so
stretches
big.
for so long.
Yeah.
Wow.
And when we walked down, we saw signs that were saying, like, move your car by whatever time because of high tide. And we were like, what does that mean? And then we came down on the beach, and we realized that cars are just able to drive up and park
drive
right on the beach.
onto the beach. So I think we should go grab the car and drive onto the beach.
Yeah, we're going to get the car, and yeah, because that's so fun.
Yeah.
Inch Beach stretches for 5.5 kilometers and is one of Ireland's blue flag beaches. This means it's well maintained and meets high environmental standards for water quality and safety. Inch Beach has also been used as a filming location in Ireland and is definitely worth a stop when exploring the Dingle Peninsula.
All right, it's a new day. We are back in our cozy little cottage on the farm.
Yep, we had a good rest. It was a big day yesterday.
Yes.
We packed in a lot. That was awesome.
Probably one of my favorite days of the trip so far.
Yeah.
We saw so many things and so many of the iconic things that we've been wanting to see.
Yeah.
It's so cool to actually be there and see it in person and just be like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah. I mean, I read a lot of things that said, photos and videos just don't do it justice.
It's
and
true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Hopefully some of our photos and video did it justice.
I hope
but
so.
yeah, it was incredible. And driving those roads, obviously like that looks like a very daunting thing to do. It was such a part of the experience that I recommend it so heavily just because like what a cool thing to do to get to these spots. And we did see some tour buses along the way, and I'm just so glad we weren't on one of them. I'm so glad we were driving ourselves.
Everywhere.
Exactly. They could only go to certain spots that were big enough for the buses to pull over, and then people had like 5 minutes in each spot, whereas we really got to take our time and it was very, very, very cool.
Yeah, if you can, definitely try to self-drive it. That would be our biggest tip, I would say, because the tour buses can't go everywhere. I'm frankly shocked that they can go anywhere down here because the roads are so narrow. But yeah, there were lots of spots that they just couldn't get to, so I would highly recommend
including
doing it
that Dunmore Head. And Dunmore Head was amazing, especially going up and doing the hike up it, like unreal views. I'm so glad we did that. We had to hop over a fence kind of thing, which was completely legitimate, by the way.
They had little steps so that you could hop over.
Yeah. And then you basically walk through like a sheep field, a field of sheep,
Yeah. And, like,
to
hike
get
up
to the
this-
spot.
Yeah.
And it was so windy, I'm sure you could see. And yeah, we just kind of endured through the wind, try not to get blown over the side of the cliff, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So cool. Those are the moments where it's just like, this is so cool. This
Yeah.
is such a cool experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this video was informative for you to show you what it's actually like to self-drive the Dingle Peninsula and what you can do in a day. You can see quite a lot in one day, I would say. There are so many stops, but you can't stop at all of them. You really have to pick and choose. But the
So
big
definitely
ones,
plan your route before you go.
for sure. And make sure you do the big ones because they're the spots for a reason.
Yeah.
And they're a must-see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it. We will have more Ireland videos to come, and there are other Ireland videos that you can check out on our channel. It's been such an amazing trip so far, and there's more to go.
More to go, so stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.